different, but hey, I'm here. Also, I didn't put the scoreboard on the screen for some reason, so I'll show that really quickly and then we'll just move on. Because, yeah, as you may or may not have noticed, things have happened in the past 24 hours where I was not happy with what I've gone so far to do. Nah, yeah, not much else to say. I had some other things planned up, but I'm in a rush right now. I shouldn't be rushing as I get into Exquisite Taste character exclusive random item bleh Ayaka. Character specific? I just said character specific. Please tell me I said character specific. Oh well, I'll find out. Actually, I'm heading into the... As Ayaka, I'm headed into the History Club anyway, so knowledge... Takshi-san, Charisma, Second Encounter, Strength, and maybe Dexterity. But yeah, it hasn't been a nice 24 hours. And even after this stream, I will need to be doing a thing regardless, so... we don't need to prepare as Ayaka, do we? No, we don't. It would be nice, but... No. So we set Monument because Ayaka can thankfully work without a weapon. But until she gets a weapon and certain perks... Yeah, it might not be fun. So we're going to library notes regardless. We're going to lose the notes, but again, not completely required as Ayaka, as opposed to someone like Toshiaki, who I need to remember to keep, because I was doing off-recording runs, and I threw away the library notes as Toshiaki, and I don't know why I did that. Festival Mermaids. Flood, Botanist, Coma. Botanist first, then. As we get Branded and Hunger. Do I want to remove that? Yeah, let's remove that. We're actually going to tree, but first we check the History Club, because if we don't get the thing in a good amount of time, we don't have Akamanto, so I can take that. But, not a single Ayaka perk, I see. Doom Effigy, arguably the worst of her 3 perks, but arguably is the important thing to note there, and then we grab that and move on. Monument a few times or no times, but we'll enter the Witch's Tree, gamble on our no funds. Yeah, that's actually going to be a throwaway. Yeah, that's going to be a throwaway. Let's not take the risk because I'm going to visit it again. And then we grab Fungal Growth, and now we move on after we visit the police station. Hold on. Max threat level, forest and village. High threat level, downtown. And we have Coma, Festival. Yeah, Festival and Botanist is already enough to warrant patrols in the forest. And now we'll move on. I'll store this for a moment, but we'll move on. So yeah, immediately after the stream, I have to do something around me. I will take a break because usually around the time I end is the time, you know, it's about time to eat lunch. So, you know, take that break, eat, rest for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then get on with life, whatever it is. Mostly work, but that's all I really need to say because that's all that would happen after this stream. Today's Thursday, theoretically speaking, so yeah, I should have time to do stuff, except I don't because Friday. Let the salt begin. Thanks for that, man. That's just a general comment I'll use because boy will there will be salt and there will be luck, and neither of those goes well in cooking. Which I guess I can say I've cooked a certain thing recently, and you know it's been pretty good, but oof, like this encounter, oof. I think we're okay here still. Are we? We do 5 damage per kick. If I hit this, we can Desperate Action next turn for 5 damage per kick. And if not, I guess I die immediately, but I kick base damage times 2 is 4, plus any modifiers, which is Blood Mania, and we're taking Doom damage here. Whoop! So, if I'm not going to schedule it, because I've been really bad at schedule things even after, I think I've said the phrase, or a similar phrase to, hey, I'm going to do something 6 to 12 hours, within 6 to 12 hours, and I proceed not to do it. So, hopefully, when I say it this time, so within 6 to 12 hours, I'll plan to schedule something. Hopefully I'm doing well. At least, if nothing else, a post. That much I'll protect myself with as a little asterisk. But really, I want to announce a stream, and then announce another stream through the discussions page. But if I don't, again, I'll say what happened. I'll say what had happened. And what I actually plan to do. Flood now. Yeah, Flood now. No, not Flood now. Coma now? Festival now. Festival now. Another fungal growth into suicidal. Is that actually... Yeah, we're actually at 9 max reason. I might want to get rid of that, but we'll wait for a moment. I actually should have to rest there, but... We don't have vending machines, so no. Funny enough, Fujiko would grow great here. But we'll take Iwa as a consolation prize. Now, we do need Eldritch Possession at some point. Otherwise, Doom Effigy is a close second. I mean, all of Ayaka's perks will serve some use as my chair creaks beneath my weight. I wouldn't consider myself my weight that high, but maybe so. As we move on here. Yeah, so I do want to get rid of fungal growth. I don't think it's going to go well for me. That being said, kicking in floods, boss, maybe it's going to go a bit better. But as I continue taking damage, no. Let's find out. Eldritch Possession, please. And funny enough, we're gonna heal Reason. We're also going to get rid of a fungal growth. I need some max Reason. After Flood, I don't care about fungal growth. Old gods forbid I get 2 in a row starting Flood, but hey, we'll deal with the RNG. So there's something I wanted to say about World of Horror, and I forgot to. It was to its merit, but just also from here on out, if I didn't already say it already, as I lose Bath, sorry, and I have now lost it. Hallucinations, fearful. I actually can't take that. I think the damage, I think keeping that would be worse for me. 82-ish%. Oh. Well, we'll deal. But what I wanted to say was, if I say anything for or against World of Horror, just know that I'm always keeping in mind the opposite argument. So if I say something that defends World of Horror, or it's to its advantage, or a pro of World of Horror, then know that I'm thinking of cons. And if I speak on negative criticism about the game, know that I'm still also thinking of its positive points. Indirect opposite to whatever argument I may be talking about, or topic, whatever the case is relevant. I'm saying this general phrasing here because I forgot what I actually wanted to say. So, yeah. But there's been a lot going back and forth. Now, one thing I will comment on is the physical version, or mainly console releases, and yeah, I can't... It's really bad there, I will admit. Hey, some good luck, finally. But again, I don't know any of the process that's involved in that personally, so there's no way I can really comment on... I can't say that it's going to get better, or I can't even predict that it's going to be worse. So what we see is what we get as we move on with World of Horror, and I'm on PC, obviously, but yeah, my heart does go out for the console people. That being said, I do... Can I stop missing 3 of these, by the way? First of all, I would need to stop missing 3 of these, but I guess I can do this instead. But second of all, I don't think you can do mods on console. That's what I was getting to, which is, I mean, often a thing with PC to console, but yeah, I think not a large part, a good portion of World of Horror's enjoyment can be derived from mods, and not having them is, I think, quite a big loss. What is this 90% kick gonna do to me? I did attack reset, right? Why is my life like this? Well, fine. But anywho, that's all that's on the console front that I know of. I mean, obviously, I've looked into the posting by the publisher and, you know, updates from people saying this is working, this is not working, so on and so forth. So all I can really hope for, as I forget my second encounter, is that things go well, and if not, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of thoughts on the game itself. It's just, you know, I'm not an authority who can speak on the matter. That much is for certain. I still want to get rid of Branded, funny enough, so we'll stick with these kicks. I should just keep curses, but I don't want to gamble with so many of them. Now that being said, this is not a great encounter either, but if we hit 2 of these, we're fine. We just need to hit the second kick, mainly. And yeah, we're perfectly fine. Well, not perfectly fine, but you get what I mean. We do have a gruesome totem, so I can use that if need be, if I'm to try and stay focused. Now, here on the other hand, 9 3 times, and it's still not very fun. So what we're instead going to do is the same thing we did last encounter. And on a tangent, if nothing else, I should remember the second. I should remember everything that's not the second encounter. So from everything, I think Sweaty Assailant could be. So after the boss of Flood, and it's not the Time Warper, and it's not whatever I just fought before the Time Warper. Yeah, I completely forgot. We'll take a curse here. There's the second fungal growth, but as long as we don't get more, maybe it's fine. I should have actually rested. Thankfully, we didn't die for it, but we can rest about twice and still be okay. We do have the gruesome totem still, but that's max reason I may not have, so I want to pop it as late as possible. That was also not a good perception check to take, but it's fine. Now 6 dexterity, priceless. But as we're fighting, as long as we don't run into the park range, or whatever the heck it is. I mean, we're still failing, but hey. We could theoretically fight this. Do I want to take 4 stamina damage is the question. I technically, well, now looking at my spells, I know I have a lot of reason healing, but I think I still want to do this. 16, 16, and then next turn I'd have to go for a relative 82%. Unless I miss that, which I do, so I'm 10 damage. Is this even worth it? We need to hit every single kick, so I might as well do this. Kicks are a valid action, by the way. I just want to state that for the record, so that when people tell me to use kicks as certain characters, I can say, well, they are good. It's just in my hands, they're not a great. It's not a great action. But hey, we could still survive, so I shouldn't really be complaining. But let me gripe while my RNG is bad. So another fungal growth and blood frenzy. So what is our max reason at? 7. If we equip the gruesome totem, we're in a lot of pain, but we're not doing so bad at the moment. It's just we are slowly dying. I can rest here. Now that we have Doom Effigy, yeah, now that we have Doom Effigy, we get about 1 or 2 more rests. Now, I don't want to rely on that, but if we have to, we will. I don't want to run into out of funds, but I don't have funds available either, so we just have to deal. If out of funds replaces another event, then it actually could be for the best. But until that happens, let's not take any risks, shall we? Let's not hope for it, is what I'm trying to say. As I proceed to lose reason. We're also losing reason at the end of this. Unless I fight this boss. Do I want to? Do I want to humor that? I guess I do now. So let's rest twice and go for ending A, I guess. Yes, I said go for twice because I was kind of flabbergasted with myself. That being said, we're losing a bunch of reason, so I guess it's time. The only reason why I'm being so, I guess to say, flippant with my doom is because I have the gruesome totem, but I promise you this boss fight is not going to be that much better. So, we'll do the Jar of Blood. And I think this is the last investigation. Now, we don't have any stamina, so I could choose not to do the thing instead. Could I have sold the Dust of Seeing? I could have. Do I even... I mean, we'll try it. So, yes, if we hit every single one of these, the problem is that we likely won't. So, 7 damage. Maybe this? I think this does, right? 14, 23 damage. This should be a 1 turn. And if it's not, I have no idea what's happening. So, okay, good. 23 per attack. And I need to take a look at the lighthouse because I am worried for my second encounter. Check. Lost Bath, no reason to look at that. We do have Takshisan, but he's gonna melt. So really, we do knowledge, we don't do charisma, and we don't need any more reason because we have strength. And do we have the 6th floor? No, we don't. So I should be able to walk up this tower. I don't have anything weird, right? You kind of. I don't think that counts for the, well, I'm just gonna sit on this level up regard. No, I'm gonna actually level up. So, into stamina. But again, as I said, we should be able to just walk up this tower, and that should... there's no reason for me to die, is what I'm trying to say. And if I do, it's human error on my part. So, eat this, 48 damage. And we failed this charisma check, but everything else we should be perfectly fine. Well, except for the second encounter check, which I don't remember. I think Dream Eater was first. Bark Woman may have been after Flood. Nope, it was Bark Woman. Or Dream Eater, whichever was second. But we should still be okay. So, hey, it's an Ath rundown. I mean, we're playing Ayaka, who is arguably, objectively, a better character. But, hey, we did it. That being said, was Ath... Okay, Ath was a different god. So, as I show you the scoreboard here. Will we get to more than 4? I think... Did I ever hit 5? I don't think I ever hit 5. And if I have, or haven't, let me know. Because I completely forgot. So, we'll switch back to the game. And we will move on with our Nuzlocke life. Because I would like to do this. This is a bare minimum as we get Goizo Knight Errant character exclusive random item Kana. And we are on Goizo, so no score update if we win. But we get reset if we lose. So, knowledge, light... Takshi, second mystery, dexterity, maybe strength, maybe, just maybe. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I was also testing out a thing. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, though. Yes, I'm still speaking in Vagity, so I might as well not be saying anything, but basically language stuff. So, do I want to say this? I don't think I do. So, I'm just going to move on. But just know I was working on things, and I may employ it this weekend-ish, but we'll see. Hell, Festival, Teacher, Ramen, Sailor. So no weapon, aside from one I buy. We're on Goizo. Yeah, we're playing Kana, so theoretically speaking, I think Kana does outplay Goizo in the regard that if you were going to rest, you might as well heal your stamina and or reason. I say and because you can do the all damage trick, but is it really a trick or is it a strategy? I don't know. Possibly bug, but that's a question of whether or not you believe the developer took that into account when designing Kana. So I think I'm going to do Household Hell. I could do Festival first, but I really, really usually like to choose it for healing. And Teacher will do third if I want to do Festival second. I want to do Teacher third. For strength reasons. So, we'll pop in the History Club just to do so, but we get nothing. So, instead, time to prepare for... I mean, yeah, Monkey Wrench hurts my strength here, but it's arguably the better weapon. Now, I could also get no weapon, which means I need to do this. And... we're using the heavy-duty flashlight. Not the best weapon as a 4 knowledge character, but on Harbinger anyway. Because Kana would obviously have 5 knowledge on any other difficulty, but we're here. Also, we are on Knight Errant. So, do we do Household Hell? No, because we don't even have an ally with us. I do want a police station, however, so... We don't have Metamorphosis. We have a lot of downtown, relatively speaking. So downtown these police patrols go, and into this I enter. I could burn... Yeah, I think burning Inspiring Novel for Teacher will be the best call. Unless there's some reason to do so for Festival, or you somehow get bonus damage off the novel in the special action for Timeline B Festival, but hey. Now, we could die to Reason here, but so be it. And let me take a drink. Look at that Doom, though, by the way. Thankfully, we got both Doom decreasing events. Now, that being said, now that I've grinded the mansion for a few times for the sake of Event of the Day, I do now realize how I think Reason dangerous the mansion is, but still, when Doom decreases, that's an overall, I think, win, still. Now, this encounter doing Doom regardless is priceless, but hey. We're probably going to get 4 Doom regardless, because I was going to miss one of those. Again, I don't want to be doom and gloom pessimistic, but I gotta... It's what the game is doing to me. So, yeah. So, if not Reason, then at least Doom increases as well. But Cadaver Theater is Reason. This is also Reason, because you're not likely to have the Holy Candle. So... yeah, as I said, Reason and Doom in the mansion. Now... still, I don't doubt the people who say that number-wise, Mansion is better for you, at least as far as Doom is concerned, but when you're not lucky enough, you're not lucky enough. Now, you could turn that around and say, well, Jordan, if you get so many bad events, you might as well just do off investigations in the Mansion, which, fair enough, you could do, but... I mean, I feel like you'd still be losing out if you did that. Maybe it's a band-aid fix if nothing else. Now, I would like Ryoko, and I'm going to take Ryoko, but whether we'll get Timeline B is another story, because if we do, this Knight Errant penalty is gonna hurt a lot. So let's hope that doesn't happen. What am I gonna do? Both in Nuzlocke Challenge and out of stream. Although, again, I should be concentrating here. Do we get out in one? We don't, right? Because this is 13 only. So, unless I want to... no, I can't even do 2 attacks. Well, alright then. What do I want to do? I think if I do heavy attack twice, I get out. Do I want to eat 3 stamina? Oh, I can't even do this. Well... 95% then, and old gods curse me if I miss. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit lazy here. Now, funny enough, there are, I think, 2 all encounters in the forest, and if not, well, this would be the time for me to run to an all enemy to refresh on Doom, but depends on my luck. Which is already not looking good based on what I see in event rolls, but hey, maybe I rolled more than a few successes here, so let me know if I'm wrong. Hello. We are on Timeline A, but let me see. We have... well, we're about to find out. Let me also level up here. Wait, let me actually check the lighthouse first. Festival. So we have Teacher next. We may have a strength check. I still want to build into 6 so my Doom doesn't increase up through the roof, but we'll go for Charisma as well, I guess. Now, if the game wants to give me my level up, that would be nice, but I also wanted to look at my mysteries. So let's look at my mysteries. Right after drinking the bottle of water. So, Teacher Ramen Sailors. Teacher Ramen Sailors. So we do have Sailors last, and we want to throw away items, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I mean, if we go for the side quest, regardless, we either get timeline A or we dodge a boss, which is nice. Ramen, I have to throw away 2 items as well, though. I guess I can save the inspiring novel for then, to throw as an item. And then we either throw away the soft drink or visit the history club to toss items. I feel like I used the history club ones. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Resign that statement. I did not. Hi there, by the way. I'm doing my best. I'm also, again, still tired because I gotta do stuff. I might cut this stream shorter, but I'll let you know if and when that happens. Nice branded, by the way. Even though I have to be very busy today, but hey. Well, we're gonna use this because we need to throw away 4 items, so I could drink that soft drink now, but we may not need it until we actually need it. And by that I mean, if we decide to refresh our stamina and or reason, we will. Otherwise, we'll drink the soft drink when we pick it back up in the inventory as a, you know, an item that I'm deciding to drink for reason, and it's not an emergency. And I go, hey, I could use some reason. But this is not one of those situations. This dullness will just be flattened under the weight of all these branches and broken bottles. Oh my goodness, I had to do a big yawn, but yeah, this is not good. Maybe, yeah, for the sake of 1, my score, and 2, also stream quality, maybe this will be a 90-minute stream. I don't want it to be, but I can do my best. Yeah, blessed dullness is you gotta take your blessings where they are. And again, you could say that this, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again because it is still relevant now, but you could say this should not be allowed on this challenge. I will not deny that this is something that's been overlooked or an exploit, but at the same time, it is still balanced, in my opinion. If we're to talk about just objectively, is it a balanced strat? Sure. And for those who don't know why, I will repeat myself. 1, it's because you have to look for the encounter. And 2, you are limited in your improvises by the nature of the storage, which only stores up to 11? Question mark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 items. And obviously you don't always want to throw everything away, but anywho. I could arrest this encounter as well, but I don't think we'll need to. I will need to prepare my sensor, however. So, I think do we throw all of this? Yeah, we do. We only do, unless I want to take a gamble, but my RNG hasn't been great this stream, so maybe on top of maybe ending the stream earlier than expected, I do want to. I had to focus on putting up the sensor there, but I do want to do what's best for the Nuzlocke challenge and you, the viewer, and me as the streamer. So we'll take 3 doom damage here and move on with life. Don't think it's imbalanced why else would they make the blind enemies? Yeah, so that's the other thing too. But I guess the thing that, you know, if we were to give the devil's advocate argument, right? Let's just, for the sake of argument, because debating can be a healthy, discourse can be healthy. So you can say that why would blind enemies be a thing? But at the same time, you could argue, well, the developer did not foresee using improv. Again, this is all putting words in the developer's mouth, which they haven't yet. If the developer comes out and says, "Yeah, that was intended," then I'm shrugging in real life as I say. Then we shut down all of those arguments. But until we get an actual opinion, and I could just straight up ask, but I think the developer has enough on their plate right now. So yeah. Anywho. Because for all I know, the developer could just be focusing on a new game for whatever reason. I don't know. Again, I don't know. This would just be hearsay. You could say that I said it, but I could also deny that I'm not saying it as fact, and I'm not saying things as fact. I've also forgot to take out the empty bottle, but it's fine. We have branches. Do I want to pop this now? Yeah, I want to pop this now. I could also sell it. Yeah, you know what? We're going to sell it. Because what we're going to do is grab a pack of cigarettes. Never mind, it was random item stats, cigarettes. So just throw that out the window. We're gonna monument instead. Oh, goodness. But yeah, anything to, you know, try, not defend the game, but try to put the game in a better state. And some of it does depend on what the developer does, obviously, as a one-person developer, but we'll see what they decide to do. Panic, by the way. Do I want to do it again? Yeah. If we run into... So I wanted to ask for reason. It could ask for funds as well. But I want to run now. I want to now run into an all enemy. And this is not an all enemy. In fact, I don't even think I get out because I should have taken out another. Wait, no, don't. Didn't I pop the inspiring novel? No, I sold the inspiring novel. Well, shoot. Well, now I need to gamble. So 50-50 pretty much. Do I believe in myself? I have to. And we missed both. So, you know, yeah, my RNG in this stream has not been great. I could try to brace. What would I be able to do? Not much. Still not much. I think I can prep. You know, if I could hit any of these attacks, though, by the way, real 80%. It's not, but 70% again, we're gonna go for it. If I miss this, good. Well, that would not have been good, but I hit it, which is good. Now, we died again, so we definitely need to monument. Ask for a reason? Nope. I've only done this to myself. Still think the developer, hello, my love. Thank you for loving my videos. That's all I can really say. That's, it's really humbling. Also, maxed out level downtown. That's all I can say. I still think the developer's not vocal enough. Yeah. I mean, it's their game, but at the same time, from a business standpoint, should there be more being said? I forgot to grab the meat, by the way. This is looking very, very bad. But, wait. Where did the meat go? Didn't I have it? Did it go into the thing? It did. Whoops. Well, considering my RNG, I should not have made that mistake, by the way. But as we continue moving on regardless, yeah, the developer is what the developer is doing. It is not great, in my opinion. If you were to ask me my opinion, no, it's not great to be this silent unless there's a reason given for them being silent. And even then, I mean, public opinion does affect a game. Let's not mistake that. Also, this is the encounter I was hoping for, but I think Loot Corpse as well, but yeah, not much else to say on both matters. I'm going to die here, and the developer is doing developer things. So, hey. Now, I don't think I really have any way out. I'm gonna die to Doom regardless. So we're getting reset is all I'm trying to say. If that encounter into Monument was not already telling enough. And yes, I did make more than a few mistakes. Not just the what I want to say. I made a few mistakes. That's all I can really say. Now, we're probably going to die here. I could have chosen to run at multiple points in this run, but yeah, that didn't happen. So, I don't think I even get out of this. Not without doing something really crazy. And that's being very nice. That's being very nice. Not much else to say. And fortunately, he healed HP, so I don't even get to throw the Hail Mary without throwing the heavy-duty flashlight in turn. Now, did I want to do that? No, but it doesn't really matter because, woof. Having cube or flashlight, developer takes money and runs away with it. Yeah, I have the view that this is most of the game every patch. Think a lot of current focus on the console version. Don't know about the PS4, but the Switch has issues. Yeah, console still have issues. I talked about that earlier. Nice encounter, by the way. We're dead, so we'll just speed it up. Depending on how long it goes, sure, the community will step up eventually. It doesn't help the console versions, though. Yeah, so that's the thing. We'll see what happens. After a certain point, I I'm not saying that I advocate for this, because obviously that wouldn't be great to do, especially since the developers put out an official stance about data mining and whatnot. But as I show you the scoreboard really quickly, I mean, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, while I don't advocate it, I understand why people would take matters into their own hands. I guess that's the best way to put it. And again, not that I was ever going to take matters into my own hands myself, because I already have my hands full with things. If nothing else, not that I want to say this, not that I want to push any doom and gloom, but that's why I've been looking for different avenues for this channel. I guess I have to take the gifted game that I got as a blessing as I get into add the Exquisite Taste character exclusive Moriko. There's also, again, this month has at least 2 games that I wanted to pick up, but things have happened. Also, one of those games would probably not work as well, even though I think its system requirements are quite lenient, all things considered, but I have yet to test it out. Actually, is there even demo out for the game? It's against Torm, I guess is the way I'll name the game, but second mystery, dexterity. Let me know if anyone's having fun with that game, if you even understood what game I was talking about. Toxic knowledge, charisma, and maybe every single stat check, maybe. I would like strength, but I don't get the choice. No in second encounters, I can say that much. But yeah, basically this month, along with next year, has a lot of games. Now, I wouldn't be playing a lot of games next year because I'm focusing on my own regardless. But, and yeah, I might be late. That's not going to go well for me this month because of things that I have to take care of personally. But if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. That's, I mean, life is life. So, now this channel is doing a lot better than I expected, which is helping. But, and I do appreciate the help. It's just, you know, I have to focus on what I have to focus. For this channel especially. I will say one thing for this channel. If I had focused more on this channel, or if I continue focusing more on this channel, or decide to focus more on this channel, basically put more work into the channel, I could do a lot better. It's just, I have to deal with things that are right in front of me. So, as we see Teacher, Ramen, Mermaids, Ward, and Coma, well, let's deal with the things that are in front of me. Now, I forgot to set the illegal den. So, Ward is going to be a bit of an issue, but as long as we do things, I might even want to pick this up immediately. Yeah, let's do a Ramen immediately. And if we don't get enough items, I will toss items away. So, Robo Seed last meet? Yeah. So, all relatively speaking, again, my usual... there are pros and cons. My mindset is I won't really focus on more mains. Now, obviously, it depends. If I just really like a game, I'll play it regardless. And if I think there's enough current audience for it. But basically, the business plan, if I were to say, is if and when this channel gets a lot bigger than it is now, or even a little bigger, like once I hit... Obviously, we know the threshold. Let's not say it. Let's say it out loud. 1,000 subscribers. Then I'll focus on more games. But I have to work out... There are basically some logistics, mainly as it pertains to my current setup, or relates to my setup, because my current setup cannot run a lot of games that I would play, while at the same time working on other things. So, yeah, not much else to say on that front. Basically, a lot of preparation is needed. Now, will I get it? It's looking very likely, but I don't put anything into the realm of certainty. Now, that being said, let's actually focus a bit. School, max threat level, village. I forgot my mysteries, so I won't deny that. But let's throw away this branch and let's check in the history club to do a ramen thing. I would like this, but because my Doom is as it is and I need the experience, let's hope. I will shoot at an encounter, but hey. Just to rewind a bit before there's probably something in chat, but I need to focus on the screen as I speak, so let me say this. Thank goodness World of Horror has mods, and even if the modding, not the modding scene, but our modding potential in this game doesn't improve for whatever reason, even if it, say, takes 6 months, we'll use that as the bare minimum. We could say, if not at all, then there's still enough in the game that we're allowed to do in-game that allows us to have fun with World of Horror I would say perpetually, but I wouldn't be, let's not go too insane. But for my standards, there'd be enough. So let's take teacher now. I should theoretically be able to level up into 6 strength. That's the threshold for fighting the boss with braces. Now, where did my first... Did it come from just RNG? We'll deal with it. Thankfully, we're topped off, but we won't know for sure. I would just shoot this encounter, but I don't think I do get to. So we're just going to sit here because I also need the experience. The bet would be nice to throw as well. So yeah, I mean, if things... I always had a backup plan in case things went belly up for World of Horror. You just have to. That's not a negative thing for World of Horror. You could say the fact that, Jordan, the fact that you had a plan B at all means that World of Horror is not in a good place. But at the same time, I'll put it straight out for you right now, I do that with everything. So, like, if this channel for some reason just suddenly sank to the floor, as I proceed to miss these 65%, then I always had a backup plan in case, you know, I wanted more, not recreation, because at this point, I guess you could call this channel a for-profit endeavor. But at the same time, okay, well, if at this point, I think we just prep strong. I was hoping for some good luck. That was not good luck. But hey, we'll take deft handling as a consolation prize on top of strength. And we'll move on. Yeah, I got that first STE event from rolling a 1. I think it's a 1 through 3 from Mail Day. We'll gamble on a spell and get nothing as well, but hey. Yeah, so on Mail Day, if you roll a 1 to 3, normally that would be good, but doing that will proc STE or increase the counter if you've already enabled it. We'll save that sewing kit for later. And yeah, that's what's happened. I said I should be focusing. Here I am kind of semi-autopiloting, but at the same time, even though, yes, the Nuzlocke is a challenge I've committed myself to as I get 5 Doom, I still consider it a, you know, I'm not going to complete... Well, I will try to focus at times, but if I don't want to shoot this encounter because I need the thingy for later. So we will brace, and I'll throw up the sensor preemptively, and then do this. So the Devil's Advocate, yeah, it is hard to talk while playing, but the Devil's Advocate argument, well, and I think there is some merit, as I do have the sensor on screen, is that, well, one, we have empirical evidence of people doing it. Now, to flip that around on its head, does it decrease your efficiency to commentate and play at the same time? Sure. Now, how much it does, I believe in myself or my ability to grow enough to say that I should reach a point where I can do so and basically not lose, let's just say. That was time skip, by the way, right? That was time skip. That was time skip? Yeah, that was time skip. So, while I do agree with your statement for the most part, though, let's not downplay that. Okay, so here I want to handcuff, but I believe it. Basically, I take the same stance. Because if it were easy, right, everyone would be doing it. But obviously that's not the case. I'll call that my, not ease of access strategy, but I need to think of a good phrase. Ease of access theorem, which is, you can apply to a lot of people, or a lot of, I don't want to, what kind of fallacy would you call it? People who say that, oh, doing blah blah is easy to, especially in the realm of earning capital, money, whatever is relevant in your culture or society. Basically for a living, oh, doing X is easy for a living. And then I apply, like I said, the ease of access theorem, which is, if it were easy, more people would be doing it. Now, that doesn't mean more people aren't attempting to do it, because that is what's happening sometimes. Do I want to fight this, by the way? I could, but I lose stamina for it. But my Doom increases if I escape. But anywho, to continue, so that I don't forget. Yeah, everyone would be doing it. And now that doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of people doing it, but if we're looking at relative success, yeah, it's not easy, which, if we rewind even more, is the reason why, hey, if it were that easy to talk and play, again, more people would be doing it successfully. So, you know. I don't want to shoot him. I may have to. I could also go for a desperate action. 97%. I have like a 90% chance to hit all 3 of these attacks. So yeah. I could also rest, right? We don't have fetid, but again, I don't like my doom level. Funny enough, I can't take stamina here, or I can't lose stamina here, so my question is, I do not get to one-shot this. Unless my chance to hit is... That might be good enough. Yeah, that does perfectly 16, if I'm not mistaken. I could also choose to do this, so... As long as I didn't as long as I didn't mess up those handcuffs, we're fine. Fourth mystery, 50-ish% doom. Do I feel confident enough to rest at all, really? Mermaids in Tacoma. The answer is probably yes. Thankfully, we're on Ath, so if this were, say, even Yogathag, we might have had a worse time. Let's quick think. As much as I would like to decrease doom. Oh yeah, now resting equals STE. Thank you for the reminder. So, I would have forgotten about that. I just straight up, I would have forgotten. We thankfully have 100% accuracy. Does that help? Actually, funny enough, we get to desperate action, but yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so now I have to just rush through this. I don't think I'm going to be able to rush through it, but running into ST now is a death sentence regardless. So, funny enough, I can't. I can't even cast any of these spells unless, theoretically speaking, this is a substitute for resting if I run into the human enemy, like the boss of Sailors. I still think it's better for me to take the burns and... No, wait, I have History Club, don't I? You get what I mean, though, right? Or you can try to catch on to what I'm talking about. I could use Thread of Fate, and the doom I would have spent resting is instead a free encounter. Getting out of an encounter. But we'll see what I do. How does the time dilation thing work for those guys? Any action in the combat timeline past the 4th is cancelled? Yeah, any action after the 5th is cancelled. So you can do up to 5 actions afterward. Anything after the 5th action is cancelled. Unfortunately, yeah. So that does mean, well, obviously aside from limiting your actions, you do need to order them correctly, because if you decide to do, say, 3 attack boosts into an attack, and then attack boost attack, your second attack gets cancelled. I have to take Daddy's Girl, don't I? I mean, I don't have to, but not on Timeline B, so yeah, we're going to... How much is this? 5 Doom? So be it. Yeah, not much else to say. That's how they function. Unless I'm forgetting something. I mean, anything else would probably be a bug, so we're just gonna say that it is. And yeah, we need more reason because we're not fighting this boss. There's no way. There's no way we're fighting this boss. At the same time, we need to survive. So... This doesn't normally happen, by the way. I have a high chance. I think it's like 50-50 at this point. So, if we run into STE, we're dead. Just simple as that. Like, there's nothing else to say. I probably should not have set the trash can on fire, but... We can't even take that chance. But yeah, it's not often you run into those 3 events in that order where ST would increase. 1, running into Mail Day, rolling a 1 or 3, and then rolling the picture, and then rolling that event, which turns into an STE counter if that happens. Now, will I even survive long enough to run into STE? Funny enough, probably not, but hey, we'll do our best. I can fire twice. I'm really hoping I don't run into any other... Well, if I do run into an encounter, it needs to if I do run into an encounter, it needs to be the dull nurse. So, we quote-unquote die here. We level up, and as long as we don't lose Bath, we're still okay-ish for now, but I'm pretty sure. Let me just check the lighthouse. Yeah, we have a charisma check. So we do need to rest. Dexterity, knowledge, that's 6 stamina. I mean, we're going to be resting, but we don't have the 6th floor, sorry. So we should be okay. I definitely need to heal Reason here, though. Do I? Well, I'm still gonna do it. Do it. And then... if we didn't get Insomnia, we'd be a lot better, but I think we're okay here. I basically should be able to win. If I die, I've made a mistake. So, let's just be super sure. 2 Reason, 6 Reason, Takshisan, 2nd Mystery. Assuming Takshisan smacks me a few times, that's 5, 11 Doom, 89, plus 5, 94, so I can rest twice. Although I probably wanted to leave my Reason at 3. But hey, I did something. I forgot. Why did I forget? No, Teacher 2nd. Because I did Ramen into... I thought Teacher was 3rd. Usually I take Teacher 3rd, but because I rushed the side quest for Ramen to level up, I took Teacher 2nd. And then this, we kind of just do whatever we want-ish. We shouldn't die. So we should be just fine. But yeah, 3 is not the highest, although you do have a good... If you have like 2 mysteries left, the chance of you running to STE is a lot higher in my opinion. If not almost certain. But 4 and above, that's... the odds are stacked against you. So, as we get through an Ath run, we're finally back on the scoreboard, but hey, anything can happen. This is the Nuzlocke challenge, welcome, where RNG is definitely a thing, but, you know, having some strategy would be nice as well. Because with strategy, as I said, I still firmly believe, that in World of Horror, you can minimize your chance of defeat to 85, or to 15%. You have an 85% chance of succeeding every run. Bare minimum, if I had to lowball it even more, 75%. But that can be debated. As we get into Cthulhu, Ill-Fated, all perks. Yeah. So, because yeah, if you look at only base events and you don't use any mods, then I still think you have a very good chance. But with mods, obviously, it can become a lot more dangerous or safe. On Harbinger, specifically. So Dexterity, 2nd Mystery, Charisma, Strength, Light, Knowledge. I think this is a very specific case where I want to level up now. Because we have all perks, I don't know if I want to run ally attack. So let's find out. Well, this doesn't help me choose, but I guess we are... Cthulhu Ill-Fated. I actually might want self-therapy. But that's relying on me grabbing a lot of spells from usually RNG, but since we're on Ill-Fated, all 3 spell perks, by the way, we are not... Well, actually, and this is a Mizuki perk, but you get what I mean. I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna go for ally attack regardless. Let me make sure I do that. And away we go. Empty bottle, that'll help because Ill-Fated is about to do a number on me. I also need to hope, on top of Ill-Fated Cthulhu increasing my Doom a whole bunch, that I keep Bath. I think that'll be not exactly a key part, but for me a key part. I see Kana. Ward, Eels, Metamorphosis, Recluse, Painting. This is not nice, but I have to deal with it. I can't even prepare, that's right. And I can't even look for allies until Kana disappears, because that optimally gives me more allies. I do have Maria, funny enough, but again, we're rushing through, so because you cannot grab your student... Why did I roll that, by the way? We're on Ill-Fated. Yeah, you can't roll more students than the ally limit, unless I think you can not intimidate. Well, if not just intimidate, you can share a story, and that vastly increases, if not guarantees them, but I still think that you can't grab students over the ally limit for that, for grabbing students anyway. Anywho. Yeah, this is not great, but I don't really have the luxury to run, so if this thing takes a step back, then pain. But until then, we lose for a reason. We have Kana with us, thankfully, to mitigate the pain here, but it's not great. We have Metamorphosis, so I should actually just switch to Seaside now. Although I probably should have looked at all of my mysteries as a whole, but I know we have Ward, and I know we have something else. Now, Forest is quite bad in itself, but let's first grab the Hospital Pass, and then get rid of Kana, temporarily speaking. And now we do our ally attack stuff. So, come with me, and you'll see a world of horror. Hey, that point of charisma is very clutch, by the way. And so is that point in strength, and I don't think we can grab more. For the sake of Recluse, maybe we'll do this. Bow, bow. And we hope. I don't want to actually give experience here, so let's just move on. And then we grab illegal den stuff. Recluse will be somewhat doom-friendly. I accidentally visited the monument. That's fine for now. Unless we died a reason. But, yeah, with 6 allies on our side, we at least get a good ally attack of sorts as we proceed to lose more reason here. At least I can deal with my items while I'm here, but yeah, this is painful. We still need to take Kana. We get our Restless bonus. As long as we don't lose Bath, I think we're fine. Yeah, theoretically we're fine. Because we won't be able to level up, so losing Bath here kills us. Not much else to say. And thankfully we didn't lose Bath. We got Blood Moon, but you're usually gonna prep attack into prep ally attack, so I don't mind that as much. What I do mind is my reason being at 2, so let's... Oh my goodness. Metamorphosis into Recluse sounds like such a bad idea, but I may have no other choice. I can at least run from... I don't want to do that either, though. Ugh. Oh, I need to take Recluse at some point. I might need to take Metamorphosis later. I'm not gonna like it, but I have to, because I don't want to do Recluse. Oh, I don't want to do Metamorphosis into Recluse. That's a recipe for a disaster. And then we have Painting as well. Metamorphosis might be a dead last thing. I do have Protective Carvings, by the way. I should actually cast that. That will allow me to fish for the Ghost Ritual question mark. I'm gonna look for a Doll Nurse. We might run into Body Horror. I think I can't even fish for the Ritual in Body Horror because it does -1 all, but so be it, right? Because we have Recluse and we don't have a weapon, mainly. We're on Ill-Fated. I forgot. I was like, yeah, I have 9 charisma. Forgot I was on Ill-Fated. We don't need you, sir. Thank you for the request, though. I did not mean to do that. And away I go. But yeah, the Hospital Pass vastly cuts down the amount of investigations and pain you'll be in for, but investigations needed, definitely. We're on Ill-Fated, so unfortunately, no Katana plays. Now, a Doll Nurse would have been nice here, but this is not that much better. We're just gonna... No, we're still gonna build strength. I should heal Reason. For all intents and purposes, I should heal Reason. I did not run into a single encounter. I'm gonna take reason. Do we get to handcuff this person? Maybe. Otherwise, this is the Hail Mary play, but I don't feel too confident. Ooh, I almost made a mistake there. Oh, we could have handcuffed. I'm going, well, now we just do this. Well, hey. Unearthly suture. Unfortunately. Well, theoretically speaking, recluse, I think. I'm just gonna take recluse now. So. Excuse me while I try to logic through the thing. So. I think we get this in... Do we actually? I don't know. I don't know. We only know the first two. If I'm taking -1 reason, I'll humor it. I don't have... you just have to take me at my word when I say that I don't have the flowchart in front of me. So play along if you want to, because we are about to be in for a doozy of a recluse mystery. By the way, moving into our fourth mystery with over 60% doom is going to be a heck of a thing, but hey. So, we are taking -1 reason, so theoretically speaking, we should get out of this encounter no matter what. But the first question we ask, I think, or do I do it immediately? Why am I forgetting this? No, the first question we're still going to ask is how many bows, or claps, really, but we know the first two are bows. There's only one clap, and that clap is one of these, so we should be able to get out. Question mark, yeah, right? Now, which one do I think it is? I'm just going to go right to left on claps. And it's 3 bows, a clap, and a bow. So, let's level up first in case we get, like, Daddy's Girl or something, or Adrenaline. First aid would help as well. Take Adrenaline. Take Adrenaline. I would heal Reason here, but let's find out, I guess. That time skip's not gonna help. Did I take the wrong stat, by the way? No, I did not. So... we could have gotten our strength to 8, but I think I needed the reason there. Well, we didn't, actually. We'll see if we level up 2 more times, because it's not like it really matters that much. So, actually it did, because if I'm going to try to save Amy here for the sake of damage, I should have healed reason. I might want to smoke cigarettes, so let's actually take stamina instead for now. And we have Kana and Protective Carvings, but we'll see, because this boss may not be great. We'll take Insomnia, because I need the reason still. That's a very specific play to make. Although I think it's still for the better, because you take 3 if you take the left option. Let me actually do that while we burn this book. Now, we're still taking more reason overall-ish, but I need the reason now to fight this boss. I may even throw the empty bottle. So let's find out while I grab this flashlight. And if that's for me, yeah, don't worry. I'm not that good, but I'll do my best. Yeah, no, we have to skip Amy here. 4 reason is way too low. Oh, especially after that, it's way too low. So, we're gonna try to leave, but if we die... yeah, we had spells to forget, but I don't feel too confident, so... well, thankfully these don't stack, so I think they don't stack. Let's find out. Yeah, they don't stack. So, we've been grabbing spells left and right, but it's not the greatest. Is there something here I could have used? I don't think so, right? Well, that being said, we do have a light source and charisma. Do I still need the reason? Well, now I don't, but I want my strength to be at 8. I don't know if I'm going to get to do that. We also have Kyoko with us, so our doom is actually lower than I think. But we have a full, beefed up metamorphosis person waiting for us, so Now that being said, adrenaline is a heck of a thing, but I'm pretty sure the boss has at least 32 HP. We're about to find out. Or I could just die to reason, but until that happens, oh, we're ill-fated. Let's just pray and grab reason. Oh no, reason penalty, but the point stands. We are ill-fated. Yeah, that's reason, but we have spells to forget still, so... Hey. This encounter, however... We're still going to throw the Hail Mary. 90%. What a time. What a time to be alive. What a time. Would that have been enough? No, right? Well, we'll deal with it. We'll just take this to the face. So I said I wanted cigarettes, right? Was that what I said? I hope that emote is the best. I mean, I called it RNG, so... Anywho, let's smoke these cigarettes because... Man. Oh, I could have gotten rid of an insomnia. Well, we got another stack of insomnia, so never mind, it didn't matter. But... I did immediately run into another encounter, so let's just... Gambler's Fallacy. Good. And we have more than enough cigarettes with Maria on our side, so our Doom is actually pretty okay as well. Get out of my way, cat! And yeah, guaranteed 20 damage minimum? But what's about to happen to me here is not going to be very... nice. So, I could throw the Hail Mary. We do have a chance of leaving. We still have the bath, right? Yeah, we do. So we're gonna throw the Hail Mary. Good. Good. RNG, I forgive the RNG, because that's fair enough, alright? Fair enough. For me, anyway. Strength, nothing, nothing. So, yeah. I mean, we'll grab Fast Hands, because giggles, but... Fill this empty bottle, and we should survive no matter what. I actually should have even grabbed stamina there, but I think we're okay. We can let go of Kyoko if need be, and yeah, we're perfectly fine, I think. So hey. So yeah, without further ado, yeah, I can feel myself slowing down. For the sake of... Ooh. Ward? Yeah, word. Yeah, for the sake of the stream's quality, I'm sorry to say that I think that I'm going to do one more run and call it a stream. I might stick around for a while, that much I can do, but I swear to you, in the next 45 minutes, I'm about to oof out. But as we complete a Cthulhu run, and for the health of my Nuzlocke challenge, by the way, so I'm in tip-top condition. I'll show you the scoreboard, and we will move on to our quote-unquote last run of the stream. Just in case anyone needs to leave, but yeah. So, I'll show you the scoreboard. Let me move onward, and... fun! As I move to the wrong screen. So, yeah, let's do that, and hey, I'm coming back. Yeah, I mean, when you assume you're on ill-fated, you can kind of tolerate it more. That doesn't mean it's any easier. So I agree, it's a bit brutal. But as we get, I think that's another Ath run. Ath Curious Birthmark, character exclusive, random item Koji. All skill, baby. That's what this run is about. About a 75% chance to succeed. Knowledge, strength, dexterity. Takshisan. And then both seconds. Maybe second encounter, but it would do me well to remember. We have knowledge. You know what? We're going to try a cult shop, and if that doesn't work out, I'm going to hate myself for believing in it. But it's not a bad decision. I will never say that. It's just, for me, strats that work for others, and I consider, even that I consider more consistent, are not consistent for me. But let's find out. Teacher, Metamorphosis, Vigil, Arms, Flood. Ugh. Theoretically speaking, 5 boss mysteries, but Vigil, no. Arms, maybe no. Ugh. We have 6 strength now. We can take this. So we'll take it. And let's try to go for something in the occult shop, if nothing else. We have Flood, so Doom is still going to be relatively low, but it can be not good. So, Downtown Max, Hospital Max, Forest High, Metamorphosis, Arms, Vigil. We're in Teacher right now, and Flood. So funny enough, we set the police patrol to the forest. Because, as I said earlier, we have a bit of Doom to spend. What we don't have is stamina and reason to lose, which we're doing more than a few forest investigations, theoretically speaking. Now, when I said I had Doom to spend, that I did not mean for the game to throw a Doom encounter at me, but we'll do our best here, and if we miss a bunch of these, I will continue hating small weapons. But since we're hitting some, hey, feels good for the moment. Now this is not as great, but I think this is still better, right? Because I only need to hit, well, I need to hit all 4. Never mind. Is this better 85 into 375s, or relatively speaking, 275s? Yeah, I think this is better. So we'll go for it. Good. That was really lucky in my opinion. We hit like, what, 6 75% in a row? But I'll take the good luck where it is, because it's not ill-fated at least. So hey. I would also like extra experience, but let's hold on to things for now. Well, I didn't know I was going to get a small candle here, but I could trade this in for 10 experience. I could also hold on to it in case funds happened. And by that, I mean not F-U-N fun. Funds. Hey, look at those eyes. Look at that person waiting over there. But yeah, so for all intents and purposes, I should have set the police patrol to a max threat level location. This is already 2 hospital encounters, but I'm going to stand by leaving it in the forest, so hey. Now that being said, I am taking a lot of Doom damage, but and then here's the reason damage. My back! I think we have... No, we don't. Why am I going crazy? Well, let's go in. Let's go in and fight this person. So, we still want to just throw a Hail Mary here, I think. But afterward, as I set the sensor up, we fight the school. Please tell me we do 9 damage still and there's not something funky happening with weapons, by the way. Okay, yeah, we are still doing 9 damage, so hey, we take 3 Doom and get out. Let me pull the sensor off and level up. Drench. What mysteries did we have again? Also, I did forget my second encounter was the gore-covered student, I want to say. And if it wasn't, I'm thinking. Because I feel like, for some reason I feel like I ran into 2 encounters before the gore-covered student. But that can't be, right? Anywho, we have Metamorphosis, Vigil, Arms, and Flood. So, funny enough, I want to take Metamorphosis now. So let's see. And we'll level up as well. That's not the best, but we'll take it. And for the purposes of bracing, we'll take Strength. We want 8 Knowledge eventually, but hey. What I could do is go for a Tainted Violin. Do I want to try that? Let's go for it. Okay, good. So, let's drink this bottle and actually store the old coin. We did not get a curse yet, thankfully. Now my Doom is super through the roof, but we have a lot more comfortable encounters, theoretically speaking. And if nothing else, I would definitely like to prep strong, but I don't know if I get that. So, we'll find out when we run into our next encounter, or the boss of Flood, as I lean back. This is not as fun, but Actually, yeah, funny enough, take reason. When I saw that I had memory extract, I'm just gonna take reason. Well, grab a mask. That, if I had lower stamina, I'd equip it. But because I want the accuracy increase as we get drenched here, I'll keep the camera equipped. And now we find out what this boss encounter is gonna do to me. So we should get to break 7 strength and a tainted vial. I was about to say, nope, that's prep. Ooh, we're a bit worse. Really? Drenched outdoes tainted violin? I have to go for this. I'll throw the Kendall helmet while we're here. I could also flash. That would help out a lot, actually. But do I want to gamble on... it would be if I managed to even flash once. That would put me in a lot better position. But because I don't believe, we're going to take a safer option. Now, if I did flash twice, regardless if I took... Well, if I took 2 attacks, that would not be good. But you get what I mean. Here, this would be a lot better. But because we're close to desperate action anyway, we only need this. Because I desperate struggle strong for 9 damage because we're doubling 4.5. Otherwise, I'm going to prep the camera to throw, but we did do 9 damage, so hey. And into the thing we go. Into Flood we go. Hi-ho, Dario, Flood we go. Wish... That I hope the robots don't hurt me. But, anywho. I mean, sure, but since we're not going to get out like that, I might as well just do this instead. In fact, this is guaranteed. But next turn I can go for a Hail Mary 5 attacks, and we have about 90-ish%, unless we're... Let me lie down for a moment. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, hold on. Oh. I did not expect to run into that. Wow. We're fine. It's fine because we're in Flood, but as I return to the mic... that was 90%, right? What are the... Oh my god. Well, it looks like RNG decided to throw all of its RNG at me at the same time. So what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 0.001% chance of that. Thankfully it happened in a much nice... Okay, there's no way I don't hit this, right? Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just move on. I wasn't recording that, by the way. I mean... It happened in a not important encounter. That's the least I could say. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing a thing, but I mean, it's fine because it's fine. This, however, I mean, we still get to do this. Do I want to take -2 all? I think I do, actually, funny enough. We have memory extract, but I don't want to rely on it. Either way, though. Yeah, so I'm hitting all of these attacks now. That's the minimum the game can do for me, all right? In Time Warper. So, you know what? Fair but not fair. Fair but not fair, all right? Let's just leave it at that. And I think I even get to rest once, but we might just need to go away. So, yeah. With that, actually, I might go for I need damage. Damage increase, as I've said before, benefits faster. Well, not faster weapons, but if you can do a lot of attacks, obviously it benefits you more. So, we don't need the stamina right now, so yeah, we just do that. We get Fearful, unfortunately. We have an old coin for that, but... Yeah, you know what? Just in case, we're gonna... Oh, we can't. We don't have the old coin on us? Well, we can throw the shovel. That we can do. I'm actually gonna level up now, because I might want to improvise, but... Funny enough, we build... No, we're still gonna build strength. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna make a play here and visit school, because I really want that damage increase. Now, that cost me 6 reason. Or 2 reason, sorry. But we should be able to rest up enough for it to make a difference. Now, Fearful is gonna hurt us a bit, but our encounter becomes a lot better. Now, what I don't want is the game to make me miss a lot here, but I don't have control over that. So, we'll definitely throw the shovel. I thought I had something else to throw, but we might as well throw a Hail Mary here. Because we should be able to 7 damage. I think we get out, right? Yeah, this should get me out. Okay, good. I didn't miscalculate. Now, roads are closed now, so that's gonna be bad for Vigil, but our Doom is still looking... We're in a perfectly survivable situation. So, Vigil arms. I mean, I'll take Vigil now. If arms is in timeline B, I guess I can choose to die. So we'll take a spell for RNG and get double growth. This is RNG. This is RNG at play here. Ups and downs. But as I said, when I get really lucky, I get really lucky. Now, the game does still need to roll reasonably well for me, but yeah, I'm not going to take this, by the way. I'm going to do the Vigil correctly. You could do either or. You could go for experience here as well. That wouldn't be a bad decision. You know what's a bad decision? Me sitting here with 3 reason. I don't want to run, though, so... we'll go for the Hail Mary. Well, it's not a Hail Mary, but we'll take the risk because we have some reason to play with. Before I memory extract, let's actually forget Growth Teeth first, so that we don't have to spend experience if I don't need to. And as I said before... Yeah, funny enough, we're barely off. I'm just going to guarantee a strong here, because I know I get this. Now, Branded is going to be super not good for me, but I guess that's what I'm going to old coin, maybe? Fearful is not a bad thing to old coin away either, though. I don't have the old coin on me right now. That's why I'm talking about this, but I could also switch to the Meat Cleaver, maybe? I'm going to use the film roll once and then store it. But, yeah, we're not on random item stats. So let's go. Basically, I can do a whole host of things. It's just a matter of what I decide to do and what I don't decide to do. And also Branded procking or not procking, but hey, when it wants to proc twice in a row, it's going to proc twice in a row. Is it going to proc 3 times in a row? Okay, no. We get to lower Doom, so swap that RNG back and grind on that couch. Relatives, as I move on. Well, you could stop throwing me reason encounters, though. That would be nice. However, we are going to still brace, because I think I still get more per point. 7 damage for 1 reason, or 6, depending on if this encounter heals, but if it doesn't, I should still be able to do a thing, and yeah, it pretty much doesn't matter, unless I miss so many 97%. But that's when I would alt 4 out of the stream. So, you know what? We'll take We'll take Perception and Knowledge. Why not? And then move on. If he passed this is experience for me, but I would rather just get out. And into arms we go. 64% Doom. We're doing really well. We just need to follow through. So, as much as because I have memory extract, I'm going to get rid of Branded. That's the play I'm going to make. I would be more likely, if not most likely would, get rid of Fearful if, 1, I did not have memory extract, and 2, my Doom was even a little bit higher than this, but that's the play I'm making. So, 1 downtown investigation at max, that's fine for now. What's not fine is my dexterity, but then everything else is in the apartments. So hey. You know what? Funny enough, we're going to take the Doom there. But yeah, without further ado, again, I won't hold you for much longer, so I'll even start the end of thing. Actually, isn't that more if I have the film roll? Hold on, let me pause what I was saying. Because you trade 15 experience for 2 funds, right? And then you film roll. Isn't that Koji things? I feel like it is, right? You get 20 experience, but you only lose 15 experience. Let me know if I'm wrong. Otherwise, we will move on. You know, as I just said, I would like to stop losing reason, but we can complete the run with level 4, I think. So, if need be, which we might. Yeah, okay, we'll just do this. We'll do this first. Again, memory extract is an emergency heal. But yeah, without further ado, please subscribe to the memberships if you want to support me. You know, just a little bit more than not at all. But otherwise, subscribing to the channel, if you haven't already subscribed, would also do bounds and leaps. Otherwise, you know, like, commenting, things like that. You know the deal. I won't hold you up too much. Do I have a rest, by the way? No, I don't need to. Or I shouldn't need to. Even if I had the boss here, I should be okay. And we do. So, the first thing we do right out the gate, I think, is just this. Just to see what we can do to leverage this situation. So yeah, that's very, very good luck. Now, here, however, I wouldn't normally gamble this. This is relatively... No. We have a meat cleaver to throw. Let's throw the meat cleaver. Now, this is art. But if I wanted to be super certain, I would throw the empty bottle, which I'm going to do. So... We did keep Bath, but I did not want to take a risk on missing everything in the world. So, yeah. That being said, we do pass everything but Charisma and Light. Right? So, Strength, Knowledge we pass. Dexterity, we don't need that stamina. Takushi-san, we get to immediately Desperate Action, thankfully, and we do have the 6th floor. Which I said was the gore-covered student, if I had to guess. Basically, I can walk up this lighthouse. So, let's level up now. And we should be fine. I know stamina's fine, and we have memory extract. So, even though I just talked about saving experience, I shouldn't need that much reason. So, anywho. But yeah, without further ado, not much else to announce. Tomorrow's stream is probably going to be custom characters again, and then pretty much a whole weekend, unless I decide to do something else. Let me know if you want to see something else, but otherwise... Yeah, we do this, and this is what it is. We don't even need the camera anymore. We get Stalker, but stop stalking me, and now, you know, we won't have any problems. I didn't even do Desperate Action, but anywho, we did Teacher into Metamorphosis. And then, I want to say Gore-Covered Student. It was. So, yeah, without further ado, no update to the score. I'll still show you what the score is, but... Yeah, we already did an Ath run, so not really... Just surviving to keep the score. That will probably be the end of this stream. So yeah, without further ado, that will probably be the end. If you want to see something, or if you want to get into contact with me, Discord, I do have a business email, but Discord or commenting on a video will likely get my attention. My channel I haven't really been checking comments on my channel, even though they pop up in my face. I've just been busy doing other stuff. So yeah, without further ado, if you have anything to say it now. I'll stick around for just a moment or two. But otherwise, I won't take up much more of your time. I would go for another 30 minutes, but hey, let me do the things that allow me to do. So, thanks to everyone watching. Either now or in the future. And yeah, not much else to say about that. I'll end on the scoreboard. That much I can do. And that will probably be Sunday, Friday, or Saturday. We'll see. I'll announce. 6 to 12 hours. If not... At least a post, and hopefully if I don't skip Event of the Day, I might skip Smoke Break, but we'll see. So, yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!